Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Trails in the Sky. This is the Angry Ginger, aka Tag. Last episode we cleared the tower, we saved the researcher again, I forget his name already, Dr. Alba, something like that. And now we're going to beat up on the road turtle again. I know we did that in a previous episode. Actually, yeah, if you look back at a previous episode, like maybe one or two ago, you probably saw it. Which almost makes me wonder if I should just not do it and just, yeah, we'll just go do the town. We'll go do the town first, the village. The village is world map. Which button is it? World map. Come on. Up, down, up, left, right. All right, you have to press. Okay. Revenue mine. Another mine. Well, we're gonna go talk to the village people first. That's where I think that is where the shadow was seen, if I remember correctly. Sadly, it's been like about a week since I played, so details are slipping from my mind. I don't think there's anything else I need to do in town. No, not really. I mean, I could load up on, how much money do I have? Only 3,200. It's not a lot. So I could load up on materials for cooking, but if I just run for the most part between now and then, I should be okay. This is a nice thing when a game just allows you to run away from everything. Yeah, village. Huh? Nani? Oh, it's a dude. It's Cloud. Oh. I mean, he looks pretty cool. Charizard, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the airliner incident? No, I'm here on some chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius Bright? Taken hostage? Haha, don't make me laugh. That old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know. By the way, who are those brats you've got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. Kanani? Yeah, that's a surprise, all right. So, these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. What? Why are you looking at us like that? This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Well, take it easy. And be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. Make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself either. I'll keep those words in mind. Still don't know his name, so redheaded Ginger Cloud it is. That's his name. What's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see. So that was a heavy blade agate. Agate? I hate that word. Agate? Agate? Huh? Heavy blade agate? What a stupid name. Agate Krosner, senior bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in the past I can't go into, and those things are the reasons why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry to Ravenous Village. Let's hurry up. Oh, shoot. It's very tricky how this game handles the overworld monsters and how they're like kind of transparent until you get close to them. Sneaky, sneaky. Actually, you know what? We'll just, like I said, we'll just run. Can't do that too much because I still need the XP. I need the Stepith. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, they're not that bad. Actually, let's go beat up on that other one then. We can get a jump on them. Surprise! Not if you have the right materia. You mean Stepith? Oh, like that one that lets you see them far away? Oh. I assume that meant in combat, but yeah, that makes sense now. Oh, no. No! You guys keep missing.
That's that thing. Let's move out.
Yeah, I could have made that one. Not that big of a deal. Because half the time, especially when you're going fast, everything goes by so quickly anyways. Whoops. But I hate when that happens, when you literally run by them. I'm trying to sneak attack up on you. Oh, no. Oh, no. You definitely get a lot of attacks. I'm trying to save my EP and everything for later. Ooh, leveled up. Did someone level up? No, no. No one leveled up. Never mind. Ravenous Village. Yes, we made it. So pretty. I will always love art styles like this. To me, this is just timeless. Literally timeless. So, this is Ravenous Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchard. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I've heard there's an old abandoned septium mine to the north of here. You seem to know a lot about this place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was trying to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why? An airliner would have been much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It's pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training. Dad really said that? That's certainly a possibility. If an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal. That's exactly right. Well, be that as it may, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So, what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. General goods. What do you got? This village is close to the border and is one of the first places to be occupied during the war. There were so many victims back then, and the deep wounds in people's hearts still have yet to heal over. Well, that sucks. Oh, okay, just repeating that. Shop. What good stuff do you have? Ripe apple. Sharp cheese, made in cheese risotto. We need 3 of them. Sponge cake. 99. How much does that come to? 990? No, that's a lot. We'll get, I'll say 20 for 200 Mira. Yeah, sure. Why not? Milk. Milk is expensive though. Holy crap. Oh, we only need 1. Oof. Sell. Anything we can sell. Anything. Anything at all. Well, I mean, we could sell that, because we have one that's better. Cast. Eagle Eye. Oh yeah, Eagle Eye. That's the quartz that we can probably use to see people from far away. Juicy bone. It's a juicy, juicy bone. You know, if there's a game that was just all about just finding recipes and cooking, kind of similar to that anime, I'd be kind of down with that. Or not so much the anime. If you mixed a mixture of the cooking anime, I'm blanking on the name of it, it's like literally on the top of my damn tongue, and you mix that with like the culinary hunters from Hunter x Hunter, that'd be kind of a cool game. I'd be down with that. But that also goes in line with the reason why I'm enjoying Raitsa's, because Shogukeki, yeah, that's it, thank you. There's just, I like, you know, I like crafting in games if done well. I like resource gathering. It's just kind of peaceful and calming for me. It's nice and chill and relax. Louis hasn't come over recently. I wonder if something happened. Huh? Are you guys visitors? If you're looking for the village elder's house, it's just up that hill. Of course. The Moonlight Path. Oh, this place looks fancy. The bar. We like the bar. Talk. Welcome. You're here for a drink. I recommend that you try our various types of fruit wines. That sounds like my type of drink. That sounds great, but if you don't mind me asking, this place wasn't around before, was it? Yes, that's right. We just opened the place recently. I hope you'll come visit us often. Toriko is literally culinary hunters? Oh, really? Well, that's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out then. Is that the one that you were watching or are watching? Let's see. The pomegranate wine and the apricot tart set is delightful. Shara, shouldn't we be investigating things first? That's exactly what we're doing. Speaking with local residents can net us some information as well. You don't need to be in such a hurry. I wonder if she's really serious about what she says. Who knows? But whenever it comes to her and alcohol, her credibility isn't that great. Apple ice cream for $2.50. Fresh juice. Those are very expensive just to try, but the nice thing is that once you have them once, you learn the recipe. So I guess you can kind of see it as a bit of an investment. Finished it already. Supposedly the final arc of the anime was really cut. They skipped lots of important shit. That sucks. Rest. Sure. I hate when anime do that. I'd like to recommend the squeezed juice in the bar on the second floor if I could. Please give it a try if you'd like. I was kind of hoping that that was a restaurant. If you're looking for my husband, he's always in the orchard. So her name is Orange, the other one was Apple. I'm starting to see a trend here. All their parents must be rich white celebrities. Figaro. Have you ever visited the gravesite here in the village? That large tombstone is dedicated to the victims who died in the 100 Days War. 10 years ago, this village suffered greatly because of the fighting. Even today, I still see that horrific scene sometimes in my dreams. That sucks. I hate to hear it. Oh, let's take a look at the map. Okay. The Elder's house. I haven't seen the likes of you around here before, so tell me, are you here to buy some fruit? No, we're not merchants. We're here with the Bracer Guild. So are you the elder of this village? I guess you could say I'm something like that. You don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you? Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably it. I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The village elder closed his eyes for a moment as a look of sadness passed over his aged features. What's wrong, sir? It's nothing, really. Please pardon my expression. Anyways, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, actually we're in the middle of the investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting. Ah, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really? Is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was one of the children in the village here, a boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid, any way you think about it, so he may have just been imagining the whole thing while he was half asleep. Imagined it, huh? I guess the best thing we can do then is ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. Just ask. The heart of the flames, burning flesh and ooh. She's a crazy one. She's a witch. Alright, Louis. Louis, where are you? No, that's Figaro. Figaro fi, Figaro fa, Figaro fo, Figaro fi. I've been growing fruit here ever since this village was alive with its mining industry. When it comes to growing delicious fruit, I have no equal in this village. Then why aren't you the village elder? I'm actually looking to get out of the orchard business and start again as a merchant bows, but there are still a number of problems hanging over this village. Hey Gachi, how you doing, buddy? That's when my wife and son have gone ahead to bows without me. Good for them. Huh? I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Actually, no. We're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like agate? I don't know. You don't look at all that strong to me, especially because you're a girl. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with the staff, you think you can still call me weak? She's gonna punch him in the face? Just watching for some time. Oh, okay. Appreciate that. What are you cooking? What's for dinner? Hehehe. I hope you learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now, how about another amazing demonstration with my staff? Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louis by chance? Yeah. But how do you know my name? We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember. Okay, I'll try. Cooking bolognese for tomorrow and red pesto for tonight. That sounds good. Yeah, we're having, wife's gonna cook some spaghetti or pasta and meatballs tonight. It'll be good. I should be able to eat it. I have to stick to just like soft things. Last 2 nights all I've had is mashed potatoes and mac and cheese, pretty much. At lunch I had a quesadilla because I could cut up into small pieces, like pieces that I can just chew on the left side of my mouth. You see, I like watching the stars at night. So I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night when I was out here looking at the stars, I saw 2 shadows moving across the sky. Now hold on a minute here. You say you saw 2 shadows? Yeah, that's right. And they were different sizes too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid. 2 shadows, 2 sizes. That's consistent with an airliner and skybed and an airship if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. And the 2 shadows just kept flying north until I couldn't see them anymore. So, north there's a trail that continues behind the village, and it leads to an old septium mine which was abandoned some time ago. The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have just been dreaming. And then they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. The little boy's eyes started to well up with tears. Aww. Enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry. We're not like those stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either, and we're going to prove it. Really? Dessert? What's dessert? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. So no more crying, okay? Okay. You're a real nice person. As usual, she's got a knack with the kids. Yep, maybe it's virtue. Such a wonderful waifu. Yes, you are, Gashi. Best waifu in our community. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's just focus on the task at hand. Looks like we've got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry and get into that trail behind the village and see what we can find. Off to the mines of Moria. Run, you fools. Why they got this big tractor for the trees, don't they? I have an orchard. Wait, I probably have as many trees as these people do. Losers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, they got a few more than me, but not by much. Apparently I can support a small village. Is there anything over here? Septine calendar 1192. Here rest the souls of 6 righteous people who lost their lives in the flames of war. Leaf, Abel, Nicole, Wilhelm, Irina, and Misha. May you all find rest with the goddess. Oh. Lime tiramisu? I've always heard of tiramisu, but I've never had it before. Not that fancy. It's locked. Oh? That seems suspicious for a building to be locked in one of these small places. On Nofi's Discord? Oh, okay. I'll check it out then. Boom, boom, boom. Uh-oh. Which way do we go? The sign's broke. Do, 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 do. Not that fancy. Sounds super fancy whenever I hear about it. Oh, I should. No. Nope. Now we're in trouble though. Oh, okay, yeah. We'll fight. We need the damn money and stuff. And they're not that dangerous here. And if nothing else, it lets us charge up our meter so we can get our red buttons. Cheese mousse with biscuits dipped in coffee in the middle. That's not what I was thinking of. Now I don't even know what I was thinking of. That sounds good though. Ooh, beef steak. Beef steak. Did somebody say steak? No, mistake. Preemptive attack. Heck yeah. Do 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 do. Should be able to just beat everything up, right? Oh, never mind. Firebolt to that one. Do 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 do. And to that one. Oh, some big numbers there.
That's that. Let's move out.
Have you guys ever had fondue? I never have, but I'm curious if anyone has, because it always seemed like an interesting meal. We have a fondue place not too far from my house. I drive by it every so often. Doesn't look like anyone's over there though. The whole concept of basically just a meal that you're just dipping all sorts of weird stuff into cheese. In theory, I can get really behind that. Cheese fondue, yeah. No, chocolate fondue would be the best. Oh, that would make me so fat and so happy. Actually, I'd probably just take like peanut butter balls and dip it in to a chocolate fondue. Sometimes here in America, if you go to certain like Chinese buffets or places like that, they'll have like the little like chocolate waterfall thingy. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's the same thing I'm thinking of, but it's probably pretty close. Because isn't cheese fondue, I swear, I think it's usually with like bread that you're dipping in the cheese or some stuff like that. It could be interesting though. It's always nice to try new things and feel cultured. What was that? Reduce their searching empty chests? That's really sad. Whatever. What was that death blow thing? Oh, it's an item. 100% kills enemy, but quartz breaks. Oh. Huh. That's very interesting. So we could load that up on Josh as a oh crap on some boss or something. My fault? Ah, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna be that way for a few weeks, just craving all kinds of craziness. Like when we went to the grocery store, there was just a lot of... I grabbed like more mac and cheese. Grabbed some mashed cauliflower. I'll try that. It's supposed to be like a garlic and cheese. It's a pre-made, but it's a frozen, so it's gonna be weird. I'm not fully expecting it to be good, but we'll try. Then I grabbed like breakfast shakes and stuff like that. All right. Now we are officially lost. Okay, not that way. Wait. Oh, okay, not that way. So it's like an X. So we just have had the bad luck of picking the wrong way every time. Alright, screw it. We're going back this way now. I guess we tapped... Oh, we tapped all the chests. Rather good cauliflower mash. Yeah, at Whole Foods, which is like the healthy grocery chain, they have a hot bar that you can get stuff from. And they actually have a really good recipe that you can get. And it's a cauliflower... or mashed cauliflower and carrots. And it is actually quite delicious. We've tried to replicate the recipe at home, and we just can't quite get it to be the same. But it's really good. It's really healthy for you and all that stuff. But we're just looking for like quick and easy meals, so we get through it. It's kind of nice to be able to have a lot of like cauliflower rice options or mashed cauliflower nowadays for people that need to kind of cut back on carbs or trying to live that lifestyle.
All right, we're good to go.
Because I'm not worried about staying on keto for the next 2 weeks while I'm going through this stuff, but I don't want to overdo it and go crazy on unhealthy food either, so I have to kind of find a little bit of a balance. Be nice to maybe use it to as an excuse to lose a few more pounds. Base instead of potatoes. Yeah, if it's at all good, I'm going to try making a like keto friendly version of shepherd's pie. Because I haven't had like good proper shepherd's pie. I mean, I had a little bit at Thanksgiving, but it wasn't that good. I think my mom actually kind of screwed up her own recipe and left it in for too long. But it would just be nice to be able to have shepherd's pie every now and then and do like a traditional one. I've gotten a little tired of my mom's weird bastardization of it. Yeah, we use cauliflower rice quite a bit lately now. We'll use cauliflower rice when we eat like curry or like chicken. Yeah, chicken curry, stuff like that. Or it'll probably go really well with the kimchi stew that my wife made the other day, which was, you know, super simple if you have kimchi just laying around. The padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently, which means that there's no possibility that the sky bandit entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. You're probably not going to find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong? Maybe it's just me. Do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? Love curries. Yeah, I love curries. I like Indian food quite a bit. I wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it, but forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine? There's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere. Probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Hey, don't you even think about doing that. For now, we better head back to the village and talk to the elder. He might have the key. You're no fun. I actually like the idea of breaking the lock. Yeah, I used to make kimchi a lot, but lately, because we haven't been eating it as much, we'll just do small amounts. Lately, we've been buying like pre-made from the store, but I'll probably make some more here soon, just so that we have like a bigger batch, sort of last the winter, or a little bit longer anyways. Because it does go pretty quick. Like the kimchi stew that we made, it's like 3 jars of it, and that's like 50, I don't know, so it would say like $10, $12. For the same amount of money, you could make 10 times that. It's not a hard process. It's just, I forget who I was telling the other day. Kimchi is just, it's time consuming. The hardest part is just getting everything sort of prepared and cut up, and then it's just a mixture of mixing everything together, really. The only downside of the kimchi is it really does smell. And it's a strong smell. And if you're not entirely used to it, it can overpower. I mean, there's a reason why Korean families will typically have a kimchi fridge. They'll have a separate fridge like out in the garage or outside where they'll store their kimchi. So you have to kind of be aware of that. I'll find my way out of this place. Shh. Brian Cabbage needs another fridge. Yeah. Yes, it does. I do want to do sauerkraut though. Sauerkraut will be maybe something good to toss into my repertoire of foods. It's very healthy for you and all that, so. I finally tried sauerkraut. It's not what I was expecting, but at the same time it was exactly what I was expecting. Since I found out it was just cabbage, like, well, that probably won't have any taste. Yeah, it doesn't really have much of a taste, so it's really good for a side. So I plan on making some and just kind of having like a little bit you go with certain meals, just kind of get that good, you know, gut bacteria as they talk about all the time. And sorry for anyone watching this on YouTube, you're probably wondering, holy shit, this dude is talking about food nonstop. Well, that's kind of what we do on stream a lot. Oh. Talk about food a lot. This is what it is. So skip ahead if you must. Elder Village, the village elder. Elder Village, not village elder. Where is he? Hold on, where the hell, where is he? Oh, it's fine. I mean, I talk about food half the time playing this game anyways, just because food is such an important part of the game, because you're always making recipes. It's the 7th day, I'm sure he's at the grave. Oh, okay. So, yep, she told us. Doop, doop, doop. So, this is where you are. Oh, it's you, young bracers, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. This village lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible. There's no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Oh, right. There's something we wanted to talk to you about, but before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. And now we're in a house. So, you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside. After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out in case. So, would you mind lending us the key to the entrance? The key for that padlock? Yeah, give me a minute here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh, right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Yes, we got the key. Talk about food during meals, but over here it's very common. Many thanks. Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try and return the favor. Thank you. Everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you. It would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. So to the mine it is. Or should I say back to the mine it is, you dirtbags. Wow, the trick of the streaming is just talking about anything and everything. Whatever comes up. Oh, wait, no. It was actually this way. It'd be boring if all we ever did was talk about video games around here. Ugh. Video games aren't that exciting. Or the video game industry is not that exciting either. Especially these days. Kind of miss the old days when you could just have random conversations with people for like hours about everything from movies, the TV, the music, and everything in between. Nowadays, it doesn't seem to work that way. I think I said nowadays at least 6 times in the last 2 minutes. I apologize. I just feel like talking about music is almost as frowned upon as talking about like religion and politics. Because you can offend someone if you don't stand their artist. You know, I don't really like that band. How dare you? They are the best rappers since this person and that person. Like, nah. Creativity is lacking in the gaming industry? Oh, for sure. And that's why I stopped trying to, like, look at gaming news every morning, because It was just kind of the same stuff like every day. I was like, oh, okay. There's a lot going on in the gaming world, but not at a fast enough pace to like try to break your neck keeping up with it, if that makes sense. You prick. And fun that also happens in music and visual arts, yeah. Well, you gotta mix it all up. Get interested in all of it. Dude, she is red hot. I'm saving that red hot fire to unleash on something in the mines. Oh no. One problem though is I will have to pay attention to health because I want to heal up at some point. Alright, now we got the key. The key is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Let's use this key we borrowed from the village elder. I'd almost be surprised if... Whew, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone, stay alert. Well, how'd the monsters get in there? I mean, last time I guess they got in there because, like, a hole in the ceiling or something let them in. Oh no, we got no map. Got crab thing. Crabs. Ooh. Can we do anything over here? No. Oh, let's try it. Let's see what happens. That wasn't a preemptive attack? Never mind. There's a 4 of them, so... Man, it's bright in here. Huh? Isn't that the... Quiet. Looks like we've hit the jackpot. Ooh. Is that the airship or the bandits? What's the sky bandits? Both. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Roger that. Okie dokie. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? Guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that. Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. We've got to figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. Or are we just going guns a-blazing? So, this is our 3rd trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well. Once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there. Man, she's an idiot. She just rushes in there. Who in the... The scorching flames of justice shall never fade as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived. Huh? The League of what? You bonehead. Why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? I look like a big fool saying that's to follow alone. No problem, Gashi. Thanks for stopping by, man. Have fun with the dogs. You're the ones who Josette had a run-in with back in Roland. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. It can't be right. Not supposed to be here this early. What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the 3 of you came here to arrest us? And you see anyone else, a bandit boy? So you're not involved with the others then? Then that simplifies things. Let's get them, boys. Now they're in trouble because she's gonna do this. We've been saving up for this moment. You're going down, Kyle. Wait. You idiots. He got wrecked. Now, this is just the easy stuff. Remo wheat boys. Oh. Oh. I mean, maybe kind of the easy stuff. Who is this? Art? Latier? No. Just here then. Oh, wait, no. She can do the, oh, she doesn't have a... God damn it. How do you get these stupid points? Fucking annoying. $415, $415, $415. All right. All right. Strength up. No, that means you're going to attack that boy. He's done. Never mind. We just use up like all the magic points we got. No point in reserving them. Unless there's something I don't know about, which is entirely possible. Alright. Now, maybe we'll just... Yes.
Seems you came up short.
Easy. Look at all that red. 30, 30, 30, or 29. I'm assuming the big ones count for discords down. Oof. Oh well. Ow! You guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beat by you three. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourselves? League of the Exceptionally Dim or something? You're making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out! Oh, he's popping smoke. What is this? You gotta be kidding me. Another smoke screen? It's too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers. Team Rocket's blasting off again. James. Jesse. Meow. Some of it got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister. Oh no. Estelle's gonna go blind. Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shara. Quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. Yeah, you guys should just start cutting legs off. Dismembering people. People without legs cannot run away, no matter how much smokescreen they use. We've got time to kick ourselves over this, and there's got to be some other constructive things we can do. Well, you sound like you should be a senior bracer. Well, at least we're able to take back the airliner. So how about we have a look? Passengers may be inside. Right. No, passengers aren't in here. Let's be realistic now. Wow, it's pretty bare in here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation. Oh, we'll investigate thoroughly. Here's a lift car. Oh, wow. That's a good... Ah, okay. That sucks, but looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. Do it. Not that big of a deal. Here's a steering wheel and the... Oh, am I gonna have to like just randomly look at all these stupid chairs? This is where this person sits. There's a steering wheel to control the rudders. Plant. This poor potted plant doesn't look like it's gonna make it. Bunch of plant murderers. Probably hasn't been watered for days. All right, Dan, have a good one. We win a circle. GG us. So now we're just looking for probably nothing. Oh no, there's an upstairs. One more place to check. No secrets left by Dad or anything. Just nothing. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, so this is the captain's chair. This is where he yells at everything. We're so worried about that. Okay, fair enough. Nothing else in this way. We don't have time to be looking around anywhere else right now. Our first priority should be investigating the airliner. We already investigated the airliner. There's nothing here. They made it off with all the goods and all the people. We're screwed. We got nothing to show for our trip except for take some apples apparently. Bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place. That's it? That's all you got? Light is shining in from outside? Are you kidding me? So because there's a bright light. Okay, good. There it goes. We checked it over, and it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandit's airship, and then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. It's most likely the passengers were probably taken in the first trip. He did say they were on the third trip. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means that the orbital energy was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits have multiple trips. Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, it does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of is that they did that in order to... ditch the Lin because their hideout is somewhere weird? Yes, that's exactly right. Yes, I got it. From my guess, I would imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 15 arg in size. In short, peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandit's airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandit's hideout. Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, we may be unable to do anything else. There's the possibility that their hideout may be in a place where we can't reach by foot. Then what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation, because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help? Yeah, either way, we'll still have to report them. We still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings. We should be able to contact the Hawking Gate if we use the orbital telephone. Yes! Progress! Maybe... down. More stairs going down. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, never mind. Huh? What the heck? Great. Now this was something I didn't expect. I wonder if we should be glad since they saved us the trouble of having to contact them. Looks like the army showed up. And they are not happy. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? No, the girl does look shifty. Hey, now, that's just rude. Hey, who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment like something like that proves your innocence. Oh, not this guy again. General Morgan? Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought that a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Why'd I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside the airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. Looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Wait a minute. How about you cut the crap? My thoughts exactly. Alright, man, take them into custody. Oof. We're screwed. I do like their little emblem, though. That's kind of nice. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. There you go. Traditional prisoner song. The general will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you'll be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels. Uh-oh. This is not even funny. Tossing in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say? And the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, so I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Huh, why not? Remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, this can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early, if I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what you want to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught, which means that we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we're stuck here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Did you just say something? No, I didn't say anything. Came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone. It's gotta be the harp dude. Could this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to? It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. To think we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny. Why are you here? Thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired of while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So, there you have it. We really don't care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done. Hahaha, come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen? It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose Market and then moved on to the Anti-Rose restaurant. You see, once I'd eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. Upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill, so I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurant. That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you. Yep, I'm not sure that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious, in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auction off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went from somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira. 500,000 Mira? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another and... Did you stab him? No. I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon. but do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a zzz and a zzz, and even assuredly misheard idiots coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? And scene. Hey, you three, get up. Man, I'm tired. What are you trying to tell us? Oh, what? Are you trying to tell us we're being interrogated this early in the morning? It's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? We're free! We're free, Jojo! Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Of course, the mayor came down and smacked everyone around. Mayor Maybell? Well, why didn't he show a place to be meeting you? I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you, but don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell herself. You'd better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? Yes. I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. You knew my mother? Yes, I've enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but... I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. Only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. What's wrong with him? Seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scoundrel. How about we return the bows now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it. What could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in the dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? That indeed is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit too much. The restaurant takes us to trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, you don't need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And the Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any problems over the matter. She's way too nice. I can't believe you're released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single mira. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that? I think I'm gonna have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. Seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Huh, could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a sec. What do we do to deserve the blah, blah, blah? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you gonna be okay with that? Of course I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you pretty much are at rock bottom anyways, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are all settled. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bose, the South Block. The weapon shop and Orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation and expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's the best to keep things quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions. Shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? And on that note, we're gonna call it for this episode. Because we are now at an hour 15-ish. And it sounds like we're gonna have to go do some investigating and other stuff. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching and see you in the next episode. Thanks, bye.